Abu Bakr from India.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We know that the earth is stationary and the sun and moon all orbit around the earth.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Akhi. Make your question clear, please.
We know that earth is stationary, right?
Okay.
And that sun and moon all orbit around the earth.
Okay.
So, is it kufr if we disbelieve, if we believe that earth is not stationary?
No, it's not kufr, because the verses of the Quran tell us that the sun rotates and revolves, the moon rotates and has its orbit. It doesn't say that the earth is stationary. So I see it in a way that if you believe that the earth is stationary and the sun and the moon and the whole universe revolves around it, good for you. You have not done anything wrong. And if you think that, no, the sun has an orbit, the moon has an orbit, and the earth itself has an orbit, that's also fine. There's no problem in that. We don't have to be that extreme in the sense that, oops, my guns are loaded and locked. You do something and I'll take you out of the fold of Islam. We don't have to go to that extreme when it is acceptable to have one or two or more opinions. Suham from the US.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, if a man wears tight, is the prayer valid, and is it permissible outside of prayer?
The person who wears, for example, leggings, and he prays with the leggings, of course it's tight. You could see the junk, you could see his thighs, you could see all the awras he's supposed to cover. However, scholars say that the prayer is valid, but it is very, very makruh and highly not recommended. And this is something that a proper Muslim should look into. Unfortunately, in such a materialistic world that we live in, we evaluate things by, okay, Sheikh, is halal haram? Is it sinful or not? Akhi, Allah Azza wa Jal abhors it, hates it. It's not recommended. It's okay. Is it haram? It doesn't work this way. We're not dealing with the CEO of a company. We're not dealing with our supervisor. We are dealing with the Lord of this universe, of the whole entire existence. Someone who doesn't need us. Our ibadah, our forms of worship would not benefit him. It would not add anything to his kingdom, that we do good deeds or bad deeds. We're the only one benefiting from that. As I tweeted today about this particular topic. So we're the one in need. You don't deal with Allah as halal haram. If it's not halal haram, I'm going to do it, regardless if Allah hates it or not. A'udhu billah. No one thinks like that. Arman from India.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, a person read that the Quran has no grammatical mistake and that it is the ijma of the scholars, and believing the Quran has a grammatical error is kufr. After that, the person got a thought, say the Quran has no grammar mistake or I am a kafir. The person did not say this well thinking, what if Islamically there is still a chance that Quran has a grammatical error and I will become a kafir? What should this person do?
This person is an ignorant imbecile. He's stupid, and plain stupid. You believe in the Quran, you pray, you fast, you think everything positive of the Quran, and you allow shaitan to mess up with your head and play with you like children play with a football. What kind of an individual thinks like this? What if the Quran may have grammatical errors. Would I become a kafir? What if your mother is not your biological mother? Maybe she adopted you. Why don't you stop hugging her and kissing her every morning? Maybe she's not your mahram. She says, no, Sheikh, I know she is my mahram. Do you have a DNA test to prove it? No, Sheikh, but there is so much resemblance. Nobody could be this ugly. So definitely, Akhi, Shaitan is messing up with your head big time. Put a dot and put a lead on it and suppress any such nonsense. Otherwise, it will slowly drag your feet step by step until it takes you to hellfire, and you will become a kafir then. You have to be 150% certain with a firm conviction that there is no mistake, none whatsoever in the Qur'an. This is a pledge upon Allah Azza wa Jal. It's a challenge from Prophet Muhammad, from Allah Azza wa Jal actually, that if this book was from other than Allah, you would have found a lot of discrepancies in it. It's a challenge. Here is the book. If I wrote it as Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, I'm presenting you with a challenge. Look into it from cover to cover and find the discrepancies. You will not find any. 1500 years now, and the challenge still stands. And nobody came forward. So to allow Shaitan to do this to you, this is total insanity.